Hello and welcome back to Martin Maths. We're doing the higher GCSE Maths paper. This is the paper 1, the non-calculator paper. A ratio question here. Tim, Jason and Peter share £60 in the ratio 3 to 2 to 5. How much does Jason get? Let's firstly add those up. 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 10, so there are 10 parts in total. Then let's work out what one part is worth. We take the £60 and we divide by 10. So we know that one part equals £6. Now we multiply up for each of those. 3 times 6 is 18, 2 times 6 is 12, 5 times 6 is 30. Those should add up to 60. And they've asked us for Jason. So Jason gets £12. So quick recap of what I did there. Firstly, I added those parts, then I divided the total to get one part, and then I multiplied to work out the appropriate part. So just 3 steps. Some people also use bar models for that, but I think that method's fine. So it should give us 2 marks. Question 2. Dave is 4 years older than Colin. So I'll use C for Colin, D for Dave, adding 4. Ruth is 3 times as old as Dave. So Ruth is 3 times as old as Dave. But I also know that Dave is that. So I'm using algebra. D for Dave, C for Colin, R for Ruth. 4 years older, so C plus 4. 3 times as old as Dave. 3 times D. But I'm using substitution there. D replaced by C plus 4. Now the total of the 3 ages is 56. So now I can have an equation where D plus C plus R is 56. Dave, Colin, and Ruth. Now I'm going to replace each of them so I only have one variable. I know that Dave is C plus 4. So C plus 4 plus Colin. And Ruth is 3C plus 12. And that equals 56. I now have one equation with only one unknown. Collect the like terms. Have a look at the other videos and shorts about collecting like terms. We have 5C, add the numbers, plus 16 equals 56. Now solve the simple equation. 5C equals 40, C is 8. But they've actually asked us about Ruth's age. So Ruth is 3 times Dave, and he is 4 more older than Colin. So Colin plus 4, 3 times 12 is 36. So that's the answer there. Okay, so what I had to do is use algebra and set up an equation, set up terms for each of those, C, D, and R, set up this equation here, replace the other variables, so I'm only dealing with one unknown, collect the like terms, and solve using the balance method to get 36. And you could check that this is right. 36 for Ruth, 8 for Colin, and 12 for Dave. 8 plus 12 is 20. It does add up to 56, so I know it's right. Okay, let's move on to question 3. The volume of a solid cube is 125 cubic centimeters. So I know I'm dealing with 3 dimensions here. Work out the total surface area of the cube. So just sketch it quickly there. The cube is like a dice. It's going to have 6 sides. I want to work out what one of those faces is worth. And then also want to work out what one length is. So I'm going to take the cube root of 125. Hopefully we know our cubes. 125 is 5 cubed. So each of these lengths there is 5. So one side is 5 times 5. So the surface area is going to be 6 times each of those faces. One face is going to be 25. So it's going to be 6 times 25, which would be 120 plus 30 is 150. They have the square centimeters there. It's 150. Okay, that's worth 4 marks. I think 1 mark definitely for working out the length 1 mark for working out the surface area of one face and then multiplying it up to have all 6. So it's a nice block of marks there. Okay, let's go on to question 4. Darren walks at a speed of 5.7 kilometers per hour. 5.7 kilometers per hour. Work out an estimate for the distance in meters that Darren walks in 19 minutes. So we've got to change the units here. 5.7 kilometers is 5,700 meters. Per hour is 60 minutes. So let's round that up because it's an estimate. So I'm going to round 5,700 to 6,000. So I've increased that. And 19 minutes is roughly 20 minutes. So we want to work out an estimate for the distance he'd walk in 19 minutes. So in a third of that time. So I'm going to take 1/3 of 6,000. I'll end up with 2,000 meters. So that would be my estimate because 19 minutes is roughly a third of an hour. So it's roughly 20 minutes. So I've taken a third of what he would have done in the full hour. But it's quite a drastic overestimation. So if we go here, is your answer in part A an underestimate or an overestimate? I'd say it is an overestimate because I've rounded up the distance covered. Remember, speed is distance over time. I've also overestimated the time, but only by 1 minute, whereas I've done 300 meters for there. And that's another 4 marks. Okay, that's higher maths GCSE, question on ratio, question on problem solving with algebra, question on cubes and surface area and volume, and then problem solving with speed, distance, time, and estimation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and good luck for your exams.